get a chisel and remove any high spots on the undercoating. I put the bracket onto the mount and determine where this part sits by where this, I want to put this in. So I want this upper bracket to end up somewhere in here. So this is going to go right about there. Mark that spot. All right. Provided with the kit are 2 locating dowels for where you're going to drill. I put it up against the mark you made. Make sure this is a nice 90-degree. Center tap these. Hopefully you can see them. And commence drilling. So it's very important that these are the same distance as your bracket. I make them a little bit smaller than the insert that they provide you, so that if you need to change anything, you can. Check and make sure these are where I want them. Mark where it ends up here. Drill your next hole. If you have factory Espar, you need to remove. Come on. Bam. It's on there. You need to remove it.
And those pipes are only for the Espar heating system, right?
For the hydronics and the Espar, yeah, up here. Alright, there's a rib along here that you need to pound down and get flat. As flat as possible. bolt from this side. Only halfway from this. Prop the seat up, and that will give you down below. All right, so one side is much longer than the other. This side will be your passenger side. So mark that some way so you know when you get down below that that one goes to the passenger side. These are your OBD2 wires for opening your door. You got your battery and your ground. We will be running all of that. All right, there's a 10mm nut down here on the side. I'm going to take that out so that you can lift this up and move it over a little bit so you can have access to the boot that goes down below. And you want to feed all of this down through there.
So here you're basically just putting the wire through, right?
Yes, trying to. And depending on the rig, you may have more wires in there. It may be easier or harder. Depending on the amount of wires they have going up. This one has quite a few. One down, one to go. All right, and go down below, pull all that through. So you want to plug your control module in. Make sure that some of these are round and some are not. Make sure that they are lined up properly, because they will go together the wrong way. Same with this one. Make sure they click. You need to store this and down in the area down there. This will need to go through the footwell here. All right, let me take off the battery box. You want to move your box back in place and replace the 10mm nut. I'm going to take off your panel. Pull up and remove your floor mat. tray box or tray cover. Cut it at this butt joint. And what you want to do is feed them through the small hole down here in the corner of your seat. Should see them come out right there. Purple wires will come through the hole on the side here. These wires will be fed, churned, and if we lift this up just a little bit, you should be able to get those underneath that. Just like that. Around, and then we'll go up into the OBD2. Right like that. So you want to lengthen your power and your ground. Route them around the side. Remove your fuse until the end. Alright. Move a lug off of your positive terminal. That down. So if your negatives don't come off completely, take them off partially. Snip a little section out of this, and that slides onto there. Route it around the inside of the box, out of the way. Alright, now we gotta get down below and do the rest. Find the one you marked. That'll be your passenger side. The other one goes to the driver's side. Route this over. Keeping it away from the heat shield or the exhaust. That will be for your lights. Second lights right around in that area. You want to stay away from your Espar exhaust. You will have a light on this side. You're going to have a light right around this area. Extra you have, collect that and wrap it up here. So your lights you want basically to shine where you're going to step. One set up for about here. You drill a hole through the pinch weld. Take your rubber grommets. Clean the underside for the tape that is on the back of the lights. Use a little silicone on the part of the wire there, and they'll go through the grommets easier. Remove your two-sided tape. Slide it through your grommet. Push it up against there and hold it for a second to get it to stay. Next light will be right here. And I put a little bit of zip tie or split loom over that. Secure whatever wire is left over hanging down from the lights. Leave the motor off until the very end so that you can move these around, otherwise they lock in place. So these metal slides hold your bolts. Those need to fit into these slots. Connecting the motor into its mounting spot. Hook up the wiring, lock the tab, and then make sure this wiring is out of the way. One side done. I got it from here. You got it? Yeah, good. If everything's installed, you want to put your fuse in. Be careful because this will probably deploy. And there it's deployed. Side lights are on, that's a good sign. Open the door, comes out. Take